Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel Roseology. So today's video we are diving into how someone else feels about you, what they have to say or tell you that they haven't necessarily said or told you, what your relationship needs. We're going to be looking into your dynamic with this other individual. So I'll be shuffling all the cards on camera because this reading was viewer requested a while ago, but today I just kind of woke up spur of the moment. It just sort of hit me like today's the day to film this video. Let me just say first that this is definitely a general reading, so I got as specific as I possibly could in these piles, but I'm always thinking at the same time of how many thousands of people watch these, and I want to stay mindful of that, and I want everyone to walk away with some form of clarity. But I think for a general reading, some really strong messages came through with each of these piles, and so I'm really excited for you guys to get to them. I'm excited for you guys to see them. Now, as far as a pile selection goes, I'll be adding crystals and doing the sound selection for you all, but after doing the reading, because like I said, I filmed these intro videos last most of the time, but I realized after I finished the final pile for today, I was like, okay, I don't have cards for the piles. So I have flipped 5 cards here from a completely different deck that I did not use in the reading to represent the 5 piles here to help you guys select a pile that is intuitively speaking to you for some information or dirt on this individual that you want to know about that maybe they're not communicating with you. Okay, so let's get straight to the disclaimers first, and that is that tarot, or at least my readings, are not meant to tell you anything you do not know, as much as they are here to confirm the things you do know but have forgotten. So if something does not resonate, then either that part of the message isn't meant for you, or you might not be ready to hear it. Tarot is going to reveal truths about our energetic frequencies, and we have to be ready and willing to hear those truths in order for these messages to resonate. Okay, so take what resonates and leave the rest. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, let me just say, like I always do, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye, not your physical ones, I will be offering a 60-second meditation. 30 seconds into that meditation, I'll be placing crystals for those that like to pick piles with objects on them. If you are drawn to another pile, that's because there's more than likely another message for you in that pile. So if you're ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive these intuitive messages about this particular individual or person in your life. So try to keep that person in mind as you're meditating. So this is pile 1, the card of solitude, and I believe that this is the Hermit card. This is pile 2, the card of sacrifice, and this is the card Temperance, otherwise known as Temperance. This is pile 3, the card of hope, and this is otherwise known as the Star card. This is pile number 4, rejoice in celebration, and this is otherwise known as the 3 of cups, and this is pile number 5, memories of love, otherwise known as the 6 of cups. And we'll start that meditation right now. Alright, so here on pile number 1, we have amethyst. On pile 2, black obsidian. On pile 3, smoky quartz. On pile 4, rose quartz. And on pile 5, an angel aura quartz. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds to meditate with the crystals on each pile. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off, I think I'm actually going to be switching it up this reading and starting off with the oracle cards first and then getting to the tarot cards to see what it is that you need to know about a particular relationship. Okay, so I haven't shuffled any of the cards yet, obviously, so let's go on ahead and get started with some oracle cards first. All right, got one. Truth be told, that's the very first one. Higher power is the next one that came out. Chopped wood. Okay. Underneath we have loyal heart. One thing that you need to know about this connection or relationship or person that they haven't necessarily verbalized to you is they're trying to protect your feelings from something, pile 1. There's something that they know that you sort of know, but it's more so intuitively. You kind of know it too, but it's more so intuitively. So for instance, I feel like one thing that my pile 1s need to know about this connection is there may be somebody in your life, someone else in your life that this person doesn't necessarily like, or you may be in a certain situation, you may have a certain habit. It could be something as simple as like the way that you take care of yourself, your body, your mental health, your physical health, something like that. They don't like it. And one thing is that they try to be very careful about how they express the truth to you because they kind of see you possibly as a little fragile with this chopped wood card right here. And truth be told, they feel as though the truth can come through a little bit harsh. That's why we have this owl on top of this mask here. And as you can see, this owl is opening this window right here, and there's like these little hearts coming out. So it's like what they're saying is coming from a good place, but they can be a little bit scared of keeping it all the way real with you because they don't want to hurt you. They're really, really worried about hurting you. This person is very, very loyal to you. Very loyal with this loyal heart card here underneath the deck. They're very loyal to you. They would do anything for you. But one thing that they really don't like is if there's like another person around you, or if there's like a situation that you are in that they don't agree with. I believe that they have already verbalized it. Whatever this is something that you are aware of. You are aware of it as well, intuitively, as well as they have told you, hey, I don't like this person, or I don't like that job that you're in, or I don't like the way that they speak to you or treat you, or this, that, or the third, whatever the case is. But they really also as well, they want you to be kind of like the not director of your life, but they want you to be the one that decides enough is enough. I want to clean this part of my life up. So it could as well, what I'm kind of picking up here is almost like an intervention. So I don't know if maybe you've gone through something in the past, in the recent past, where it's like it kind of maybe had like a hold over your life or something like that. Maybe some sort of addiction or issue or a bad habit that you had, something like that, where people were worried about your well-being. And so it's like this person really tries to keep it real with you, but they're worried about how you take their truth. They're really, really worried about that. But the advice that they give you is it's like higher knowledge advice that they give you. And so sometimes they hold back because that's their intuition telling them, don't say this, it's not time yet. And sometimes they let it all out with this truth be told card here. Let's see what other messages that you're getting. Look at that, self-love. See, that's what I was talking about with the chopped wood card right here. They want you to be the one that kind of takes control over a certain area of your life and to clean it up yourself. Let's see what other messages we're getting here. Okay. We have effort. This person wants you to put in more effort into your own life. They want you to put in more effort, pile 1. Whoever this is, they care about you so much and they don't want to be overbearing. They're really worried about being overbearing. This could as well be like a parent-child dynamic. So this could be like a parent or parental figure, somebody older, a grandparent, a aunt and uncle, something like that, an older sibling or cousin that kind of looks at you as like a younger version of them, or they kind of see you as like just younger than them, you know? So you may actually be physically younger than them, but they kind of take this almost parent this parent role over you, in a sense, where they just feel very protective over you. They feel like they have to, they feel like they also have to kind of push you in a certain direction, but they don't want to. They really want you to be the one to do it. They don't want to put in more work than you do. But they're definitely there for you in the sense where it's like, see, moderation, what I was talking about earlier, is where they sometimes their intuition tells them to hold back and it's not yet time. So moderation is kind of like they kind of dose the truth out to you because they're just very worried. Teaching and learning. See, this is kind of like a parent-child dynamic. Yeah. Underneath the deck here, we have karmic completion. Okay, so for some of you, this is a relationship that this person really does not like you in or around. They don't like the person possibly that you're with, something like that. But they try to really keep their opinion to themselves. They really try because, oh, okay, they don't want you to pull away. They don't want you to pull away. They don't want you to feel like you don't have their back. They don't want you to feel like they don't have your back. They don't want you to feel as though I have to stop talking to this person about this part of my life because they don't agree with it. They don't want you to stop telling them things. So they're really worried about how much it is that they tell you, how much it is that they give you. But they are really, really, really concerned about somebody in your life. This kind of feels like a relationship for some of you that you're in. It feels like a relationship that you're in. For some of you, this is a relationship. For others of you, this is some sort of maybe like a substance or some sort of habit or something it is that you do. Maybe you're on social media too much and they want you to sort of like moderate it a bit more. Maybe you eat too many sweets or something like that. Maybe you smoke too much and they're worried about it. Maybe there's something in your life that you do that they feel as though you don't have enough control over. They feel like you don't have enough control over it. And so that's where they have to kind of hold themselves back from getting involved in that part of your life because they really want you to handle it. Right now it's 10:10 on my clock, and it's crazy because I just saw the numbers 10:10 and I look up at my clock, it says 10:10. So that may be a significant number for you. But with this karmic completion card here, this is something that you have to learn on your own. And they know that, like I was saying, with their intuition, they know that this is something that you have to do on your own. So they really try to stay out of it. They know that this is a part of your karma that you have to complete. So they really try to stay out of it, but it's hurting them. That's one thing that you more than likely don't know. Or if you do know, you don't know how much it is that it's affecting them. It's really something that they're scared of or worried about. And you may be the type of person where you're just like, don't worry, look at that, you guys. Look at the card that we have, boundaries. Like I said, they're worried that you don't have enough control over this part of your life. And then we have the Magi, kind of like the magician here. They want you to assume control. They want you to take control over whatever this is that's going on. Let me get one more from this deck, and then we'll move on to the tarot cards. Let's see. Movement. Okay. So I think that they really want you. They want you to make some sort of progress in your life. They really do not want you to keep, and underneath the deck we have Underworld. Yeah, they're scared that this is kind of like a bad habit for you. Like this is like not you. This is not what you should be doing. You deserve better, something like that. But they want you to know that you deserve better with the self-love card here. They want you to put in that effort. They want you to be the one that's making these moves, that's deciding, hey, I need to change this part of my life. They want you to do it because they know. They may have also been in some sort of similar situation like this. This really feels like a parent-child dynamic here. So for some of you, this is like your parent that's watching you maybe like make the same mistakes as what they made. Maybe they're worried that you're going to make the same mistakes. But they know, like I said, they really do know that this is a part of life, that this is a part of learning, and this is a part of you maturing and learning certain things that you really need to learn with this teaching and learning card here. Underworld, they're just really worried that they also go through these fears at the same time. It's like they bounce back and forth between these fears of like, can they handle it? Do they need my help? Should I interfere? Should I just sit back? They're really, really struggling with that. They're struggling between deciding how they should handle this. Let's get some tarot cards here. You got, ooh, first one that came out was the Hierophant in reverse. You guys see this? This is somebody that really feels as though you kind of need their direction or guidance, or maybe that you don't have a lot of good guidance around you. They're really worried about what and who is around you. Let's get some more cards here. It's like they're trying to save you from the underworld. They're trying to save you from making some similar mistakes that maybe they made. Two of Cups. This is a relationship for some of you guys. This is definitely a relationship that this person is watching, and they do not like it. They don't like it. As well as, too, they might feel as though you can't see what they see in this person. We have Five of Pentacles right here. They're really worried about you being left out in the cold, not having things that you need, things that you want. They're really worried about this kind of maybe overwhelming you, or sort of or hurting you. They're really worried about you being abandoned or neglected by this person. If this is a relationship that this person is worried about, they're worried that this person's going to leave you. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why I use these cards. It's such a glare and it won't really focus on my camera. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have used these. But yeah, they're definitely worried that this person could possibly neglect you or abandon you, steal something from you, leave you with nothing. They're really worried that this relationship or person in your life, this could just be like a best friend. It might not be a romantic partner, but they are really worried about the fact that this person is taking advantage of you. They're going to leave you with nothing, and they are trying their damnness not to get involved. They're really, really, really trying not to get involved, and it irks the hell out of them. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. Okay. The Devil in reverse. You guys see that? Just like we pulled the Underworld card here earlier. Yeah. The Devil in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright. You guys, they really feel as though this person doesn't know. Two of Pentacles underneath the deck. They're really worried that this person doesn't see or know your worth the way that they see you. So this could as well be a person that has feelings for you, and maybe they can't admit it. But like I said, for many of you, this feels like a parent-teacher or parent-kid, parent-child dynamic. And they really don't want you to make the same mistake. You guys, I love these cards, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them for the rest of the piles because this glare is terrible. But yeah, anyways, so we have, again, with your tarot cards, we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Two of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright, and the Two of Cups underneath the deck. Okay, so for sure, this person really wants, like we pulled the boundaries card earlier, this person really wants you to establish more boundaries with whoever this person is in your life. This looks like a relationship for very many of you. We have the Two of Cups here, loyal heart. We have the self-love card over here. So for me, this seems like, and then we have the Two of Pentacles underneath. For me, this seems like this person is really, really concerned about a particular relationship in your life, and they're trying to really hold back. They're trying not to get too involved. They really want you to handle it yourself, but they are petrified that this relationship is going to leave you without anything, that this person is going to come in, cause a lot of damage, and really hurt you. The thing that this person is worried about is they're worried about having to come in and pick up the pieces. It is so difficult for them to see you in a state where it's like they have to pick the pieces up, where they're dealing with you having a broken heart, where they're dealing with you being really hurt. It hurts them to see you hurt. And they're almost scared that it's going to bring out a dark side of them where they're very angry with this person. Underworld, we have the Underworld card right here. They're really worried about this. And they want you to really assume control and to put some more boundaries and maybe even distance between you and this person. Because from what this person is saying, they are really assuming that this could end badly for whatever reason. They're really feeling like this can end badly, and they do not want that for you. They want you to detach from this person with this Devil card here in reverse. They feel as though this person is not feeding the good parts of you. They feel as though this person is feeding your shadow. They're feeding your anxiety. They're feeding your depression. Chances are, if this is a relationship, this person has already mentioned it to you. Hey, I don't like you with this person. I do not like you with this person. I do not approve. The Hierophant in reverse is saying, I do not approve. You will not get my approval for this relationship. They may have even seen it as though they may even see this relationship as though this person pulls you away from them with this Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like they feel like this relationship isolates you away from your other friends and family in your life, and maybe even from them. And they see that as though this person is sort of like taking you away from them as well. So with the Devil card here in reverse, they're saying they really want you to detach, because they're saying that you don't see this person the way that I see them. You're in love with them, or this is your friend, or whatever the case, or maybe this is like a family member or a child for you, something like that. But they're saying like you don't see their bad parts, you don't see their shadow. I can see their shadow, and I can see that they are taking things from you, that they are not that they do not have good intentions with you. You know, they don't have good intentions, and they're really worried about how this is going to leave you off. Yeah, so this is what I would say for my pile ones, that this person is thinking in your life. Maybe something that they haven't necessarily expressed to you all the way. This is all that I'm basically seeing for my pile ones. But yeah, so hopefully this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I'm sorry that it was kind of like, it kind of took a bit of a turn there where they were just like, I don't like that relationship. But that they're really doing this out of love though, you guys. That, let me also say that. Let me end the reading by saying that they're doing this out of sheer love for you. They are so loyal to you. They are so ride or die for you, that they fucking refuse to sit back and watch you get used or abused or mistreated or hurt. They cannot take that. So this is all like coming from a place of very strong love, empathic love as well. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing for my pile ones. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon, but until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys. All right, and pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to just get started shuffling your cards. I obviously haven't shuffled any cards yet, so switching it up this reading, and I'm going to be starting off actually shuffling your oracle cards first and then getting to your tarot cards. So I normally never do it like this, but I just feel like switching it up today. So let's go ahead and get started with, what does this person in your life need to tell you that they probably haven't told you? Or what is it that you need to know about a particular connection or relationship in your life, about a certain individual in your life? So yeah, let's just get started with this. So keep the particular person that you were thinking of in mind as I'm shuffling, and we'll see what we get. Very first one that we have, Observer. To the sea. Sorry guys, I totally did not turn on my mic for that first part of your reading. So basically, let me repeat, because I have the video, just not the audio. So let me just repeat. Keep the person that you were thinking of in mind, so that the way we can check out and see what it is that they want to tell you or haven't told you, or what it is that you need to know about this relationship or this person, this connection. So try to keep that person in mind as I'm shuffling. And we're starting off your tarot cards first. The next one that we have, Treasure Island. Okay. And do one more. And then we have here a leg up. And underneath the deck, we have Loyal Heart. Interesting. Okay, pile number 2. One thing that your person is thinking or is feeling and just may not have communicated it to you is they feel as though there's something that you are not telling them about, maybe what's going on in your personal life, or about maybe what you feel emotionally. There's someone here that feels as though you're not keeping it real with your emotions. You're not keeping it real about how you feel maybe about them, or something else that's going on and happening in your life. So they're sitting back and watching, and they're saying that certain things don't necessarily add up with your actions. So it's like maybe you say one thing and they feel like you do something completely different. So for example, maybe you've told this person like, yeah, I'm so done with so-and-so. And then like a week later, like you guys are back on the up and up. You guys are back good or something like that. And so this person is thinking to themselves, well, maybe you're not being real about how you feel about this particular person in your life. This person feels as though maybe you're not keeping it real with them about how it is that you actually feel about whoever this may be. If this is a person, or maybe this is not a person, maybe this isn't a relationship. Maybe they're seeing you, like, for instance, say like, I'm so done with doing this in my life, and then they see you doing it again. So what they're kind of feeling is like you're not keeping it real with them, because they're observing one thing, but they're seeing something different. And as well as, too, another thing that this person is feeling is that you are emotionally distant from them. Kind of like what I was saying before, like you're not keeping it real emotionally, or you're not keeping it real with them when it comes to a certain aspect in your life. But they feel like you are a bit emotionally distant, like you have a wall up. And so this person, they may feel some type of way about that, because they're like, well, with you, you know everything about me. When it comes to you, I don't hide anything from you. I tell you everything it is that you need to know. And so they kind of feel as though with this leg up card here, they kind of feel as though maybe they know more about you than you do about them. And that may make them a bit uncomfortable, because this person may see trust and love as we tell each other's secrets. Treasure Island, we tell each other everything it is that other people don't know. And so they kind of see that as like, that's what loyalty is. That's what closeness is. That's what intimacy is, depending on who this person is in your life. Let's flip some more cards. See what else it is that they're feeling or thinking. Individuality, love, partnership. Okay, so for some of you, this is a relationship that this person is kind of maybe being a bit... You may feel like they're being a little bit intrusive, like they need to mind their damn business. You might feel like that a little bit, like, I'm gonna need you to mind your business. Environment, and then we have here financial discipline. So for some of you, it's your finances, it's your career and your life that this person really does not know how to kind of stay out of your business. They maybe want to know more about your finances. They maybe want to know more about where you live, your environment, where you live, who you live with, something like that. They kind of want to see into something that you're kind of maybe keeping them out of. They feel like you're keeping them out. They feel like you are not giving them access into this part of your life. And maybe they feel like they could help in some way. But for you, it's just like a thing where it's just like that's not your business. I don't want to talk about that. And then underneath the deck, we have healing here. So this person may feel like they can help whatever this is, whether this is a love partnership, whether this is with you finding yourself, whether this is with you, your finances and your career, or your home environment where you live, the things that you're dealing with in your environment. They feel like they can help you. They feel like they have some good advice. They feel like I'm gonna just put this up here like this. They feel like they can help you. They feel like they have good advice. They feel like they know what they're talking about. They're just like, if you would open up some more, I could help you out. But for you, it's just like like I said, they feel like you put a little bit of distance between yourself and them with this individuality card right here. They feel as though like you don't open up as much, and it really either bothers them or it worries them a bit. But you are just the kind of person where you're like, certain things I want to handle on my own. Certain things I want to deal with on my own. Certain things I don't need your input. Certain things I don't need your opinion or advice. Certain things I don't need your judgments. Certain things, and it's not as though you don't trust them, even though this other person may take it that way. Like, wow, have I done something wrong? Do you not trust me? Do you not believe me? Do you not feel that I could keep your secrets? Do you not feel that I could help you? But for you, it's just like as simple as, hey, I just want to be my own person. I want to figure this out on my own. There's just certain things I want to figure out on my own, but this other person is definitely sensing that you're going through something and you're just not telling them. So maybe while you're trying to kind of like keep up appearances, act like everything's sort of fine, they can feel that something's kind of weighing on you, and they really do want to be there, but there is a bit of a kind of like a stiff arm here. Let's see what other cards we get, what other messages we get, maybe besides this one, if there's any other messages that want to come through. They may feel as though emotionally there's like an entire ocean between the two of you. We have ask body and compassion. So try to not get too upset with them if they seem like they're really invasive, if they seem like they're really, if they don't know their place. Try not to get too upset with them. Ask body, like I said, they can tell, they can sense that something's going on with you. They can sense it physically, emotionally, they can definitely sense it. This person as well, they may be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have here power. So this card right here, I'm getting two messages. Either they doubt your power and your ability to take care of this issue or subject on your own, or they want you to step into your power. They may feel as though they can help you step into your power. They may feel as though they can help you handle a certain situation. But for you, it's like I didn't ask. I did not ask for your help. You may have to kind of, with this power card here, you may definitely have to tell them, like, listen, thank you for being there. Thank you for being concerned, but this is not your business. You may definitely have to do that with compassion, okay? So be gentle with them, because this could really hurt them, hurt their feelings. Self-love. I don't know why with the self-love card right here, but they may be a little bit codependent. I don't know why I'm feeling like that with the self-love card right here. They may be a bit codependent, and for you're probably somebody that's you're very good on your own. You're very good at handling things on your own, especially if this person calls you all the time to talk about this or that or what just happened today, or if they kind of need help making decisions, you know, they kind of can't make decisions on their own. This person they may be a little bit codependent, you know, they may share wisdom. Yeah, they may, okay, so this person may be a little codependent. They may feel as though they need to help you or fix you or help or fix a certain area in your life. And for you, it's like I don't need your advice. It's definitely unsolicited. That's what I'm picking up here for very many of my pile twos. Is that for you guys, you're like, no, I want to do this on my own. I'm a grown-ass individual. I'm a grown-ass person. Like, if I need your help, I know how to ask for it. But they really feel like they have some input that could help you. They really feel like they could save you. They really feel like they could help you. This is not necessarily you. This is kind of more so them really needing to find their own individuality. They really have to find their own individuality. This is somebody that focuses a lot more on other people versus themselves. They don't really like to focus on themselves. They'd rather be there for other people, help other people out. Let's get some tarot cards here. We have here 9 of Wands in reverse. Especially with this Observer card right here. It's kind of like the 9 of Wands. This Observer card is like you're watching everyone else. And okay, I don't like how that all flew out. I don't know which card actually came out, so I'm going to reshuffle those because it was like a nice little chunk of cards fell on top of the card that did flip out. And I don't know which card that was, so I'm just gonna keep shuffling. But yeah, with Observer, they're watching, look at this, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like they could help. They feel like if you would just listen to me, if you would just keep it real with me, I've got some great advice. And you're just like, listen, I don't care if you got great advice, I just want to do it on my own. I just want to do it on my own. I want to figure this out on my own. Look at that. We have Judgment. I can do this on my own. I can figure this out on my own. I can make my own decisions. Then we have the Chariot here. I can make my own decisions. I don't need your help. Temperance. The card of healing. I can fix this on my own. Knight of Wands in reverse. If I need help, I know how to come to you. If I get overwhelmed, I know how to reach out for reinforcements. Six of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this person cannot see past the fact that maybe like you're their kid sibling. Maybe you're younger than them. Maybe you are less experienced in a certain area of your life. Maybe this is like your first relationship and they've been through like 10 already. You know, somewhere, some way, shape, or form, they don't necessarily see you as an adult yet. So some of you guys that pick this pile, you may be like in your early adult years, like 18, 19, 20, kind of getting to that part. And it's like you have to tell someone like, listen, I know I'm young, but I'm not stupid. And I know how to do this on my own. I know how to fix this on my own. If I need that wisdom, I will ask you for it. But in terms of me figuring this out on my own, I want to figure this out on my own. And so for you, this person is probably going to be giving advice to you. Like I said, you're going to have to tell them, if it's unsolicited, you're going to have to step into that power and say, listen to your body. If your body goes into like this tense mode, that's almost like a defense. Like this Knight of Wands right here, it's almost like a defense mechanism where you're just like, listen, I don't want to hear what you have to say. It's almost upsetting me. Because if that's how you're feeling, if you're feeling like I want to do this on my own, that is why I have not told you about certain things in my life, whether we're best friends, whether we're lovers, whether we're family, whether we're coworkers, whether whatever the hell the case is. I haven't told you certain things because one, I don't have to. Two, I'm my own person. Three, I can figure this out on my own. I want to. We have after the Three of Pentacles right here, we have the Judgment card, the Chariot, Temperance, Knight of Wands in reverse. This is definitely somebody almost saying to themselves, I can do this on my own. Watch and see. You think you know better than me, and that may be upsetting for some of my pile twos. And if that is the case, then make sure that you are communicating that. Make sure that you're communicating that, because if not, this person, they have a very mothering sort of sense. Like they feel like, even if it's a friend of yours, they have this mothering energy to them. Like I said, they may be a water sign with this To the Sea and Treasure Island card that we have here. We also have the Chariot card. This is the card of Cancer. So for sure, this may be somebody that they have a lot of Cancer energy in their chart. They could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and they just really don't know how to stay out of other people's situations because they assume this mothering role. They assume this role of, you need me, I'm here. Like I said, with this self-love card, I kind of feel like they may be a little bit codependent. They may jump to other people's issues. They may jump to other people's problems because, and it's not that they like drama. It's not that they like staying in the middle of shit. I mean, maybe they are a little bit bored or something like that, but more than anything, they just really feel as though they have a lot of wisdom and advice to give that is actually very helpful. And the thing is that if you don't feel that way, you're really going to want to let them know that. Especially when it comes to your love partnerships, especially when it comes to you making your own decisions with this individuality card right here, especially when it comes to your career and finances with the financial discipline card, especially when it comes to where it is that you're living. So especially if this is like a parent of yours and they're like, I don't like that area that you live in. It's not the best area. It's like, listen, I'm not making millions of dollars right now. I have to do what's best for me. I get it that you're worried about me. I love you for that, but I have to do what's best for me because I don't want to depend on anyone else. My pile number twos, you guys are really, really independent, or you're stepping into that independence, this individuality. And you're like, listen, I am trying to do this on my own. So yeah, right now I might be taking a little bit of hit to my finances. I might be taking a hit to where it is that I live, the environment that I'm in. Or maybe I'm really finding myself and I'm maybe denouncing a part of myself that I grew up with. Maybe I'm denouncing a part of myself that I always identified with. Well, that's no longer me. And I'm coming into my own person. I'm coming into my own power. And if it comes to your relationships, this person sitting back watching your relationships, tell them, listen, I have to make my own decisions here. If this person really isn't great for me, I will learn that. I will learn that and I will take care of myself. I can handle this. But this person really can't get out of your head how they see you. They see you as the Six of Cups. They see you as somebody very young or immature or like you don't know or like you're inexperienced. That's how they see you. They see you as very innocent for the world. And you're just sitting back saying, like, I'm not as innocent, I'm not as naive as you think I am. I'm not. I've been through some stuff with this Nine of Wands being the first card to fall out. I done been through things. I've had to remake myself. I've had to bandage myself up. I've had to deal with certain issues. I've had to deal with certain problems. I know a lot more than what you're giving me credit for. Do not give me advice as though I haven't been through certain things. That's what I'm picking up here. So you may keep having to put some distance between you and this person when it comes to a certain part of your life, when it comes to maybe your relationships or you making your own decisions, your money and career, your home, things like that. You may have to really kind of keep them at a distance, because if not, they're just going to kind of be a bit, like I said, unsolicited advice, very involved in things that they don't need to be involved in. But that's what I'm seeing here as far as this relationship goes. As far as what this person has to say to you or what they feel, and they're just not maybe verbalizing it. This is what I'm seeing for my pile twos. But definitely try to stay compassionate and gentle with them, because they really don't mean any harm. They have to also see themselves. They have to first look in the mirror and kind of come to the understanding that, hey, or come to the awareness that, hey, maybe I'm a bit codependent here. Maybe I'm kind of inserting myself into things and situations that I don't need to. You know, if people need me, I'm pretty sure that they can speak out, reach out, say something, and I'll still be there. It doesn't change that dynamic. But this person, if they don't feel needed, they may feel disposable. You know, so they have a different understanding of relationships and loyalty and trust and intimacy. They see it as though if we're not up each other's ass all the time, or if you don't need me, then why am I here? You know, then you might just forget all about me. So this person may definitely have some abandonment issues for sure. But yes, this is all that I'm seeing for my pile number two. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off, I'm switching it up this reading. We're going to be starting off with some oracle cards first before getting to the tarot cards. I obviously have not shuffled any of the cards yet. So this will be kind of like a brief reading, but we're just going to be checking into your relationships today to see if there's anything that you don't know that you need to know, anything that could kind of help improve you guys' relationship. So keep this person in mind as I'm shuffling. Keep this person, this relationship connection in mind. And we will check out what it is that they want you to know, or that they haven't told you maybe. The very first one that we have, truth be told. This came out for another pile, but I'm getting a completely different message here. Never ending story. Happy. Okay. Then we have no place like home and between worlds. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to start off with these cards here first. Tell you guys what I'm picking up. So the first thing that I'm picking up here, and then underneath the deck we have exchanging gifts. Okay, so this reading got a little bit heavy for me, because what I'm picking up here is a relationship that goes back and forth. And one of the reasons why is because this person has a very hard time telling you the truth. They have a very hard time. They feel as though them telling the truth causes issues, causes fights, causes arguments, causes trouble. They see the truth as problematic, but what they don't realize is how they see the truth is what's actually problematic. The truth isn't problematic, it's how they see the truth. With never-ending story here, what I'm picking up is you being exhausted. You being exhausted. This may be somebody that you feel as though you always have to kind of pull teeth to get them to tell the truth. It's kind of like something you have to coax out of them. And it's something that's it's exhausting for you. But the thing here is that it's like when things are good between you guys, it's really, really good. When things are good, it's really good. You see how this is almost like the same, this almost looks like the same girl, the same fairy here in this card. It almost looks like the same fairy. You guys may also have fairies around you too, for her to come up twice like this. And then we have another one in the exchanging gifts right here. So fairies may be something that's around you a lot. Garden fairies, something like that. I don't know that much about fairies. I've just heard of them. So yeah, I can't say much more than that. But for sure, with this never-ending story here and this happy, happy card, this looks like the same fairy, right? And you see how happy she is. She's almost like dancing, like on cloud nine. And in this one, she is holding herself like, God, why does this keep happening? Why can't it just be good all the time? Oh, and then look at this. We have a love. There's like a little love charm right here, and it has like the words yes and no on it. And there's a dial that keeps spinning. So yeah, that's exactly what I was picking up here, was that between you guys, when things are good, they're really good, but when they're bad, and it almost makes you feel as though, why do I keep putting up with this? It's because when things are good, they're good, and it feels like home. This relationship, this person, this connection feels so familiar. It feels good. It feels grounding for you when it's good. Both of you guys are kind of at the same place with this between worlds card here. Both of you guys are kind of at the same place where the both of you are rethinking this connection, and the both of you are thinking about maybe taking a break, maybe taking a step back, because both of you guys want more stability in this connection, and it feels like it goes up and down, up and down. Another thing with exchanging gifts here is what I'm picking up is, I don't know why, but I feel like when you guys kind of go through an argument or something, just like that is just up and forgot about. It's not really dealt with, it's not really getting down to like the root of it. You guys kind of avoid that because you just want to get back to this happy, happy place, because you know what this feels like. And you guys are both in between where it's like, do I stay? Do I go? Because this fluctuating up and down is really exhausting for the both of you. It's really exhausting, but it is hard to leave a place that feels like home, because there's no other place like it. There is no other you in the world. And that's what this person is terrified of. They're terrified of the fact that it's like, if I walk away from this connection, whether it's romantic or platonic, it feels like romance for a lot of you. But they're just like, if I walk away from this, I already know. You don't have to tell me. I already know I'm not going to find another person like you. You may feel like that as well, where it's just like, I'm not going to find another person like them. There's no other person on the planet that I've been through these other things with. There's no other person on the planet that's known me since I was 15 or 18 or 21 or 33, like whatever the age is when you guys met. There's this feeling of like, no one else knows me like you do. No one else gets me like you do. How can I walk away from this? But both of you guys are sick of the up and down. Both of you guys are very, very, your energies are very, very intertwined. It's almost like they're braided together like DNA. This could be family for some of you. But this feels like a very strong spiritual connection. Very, very strong. Self-love. Going here. Self-love, parenting. So for some of you, this could be family. This could be a parent. For others of you, you could share a child with this person. Oh God, my phone is ringing. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's keep shuffling, see what else we get. Spiritual career. Ooh, this is interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's get a couple more cards from this one. Patience, new beginning. Underneath the deck, we have creativity. The thing that's happened is you guys have kind of grown apart, because what's happening here is either you or this person, or maybe the both of you, have gone through this spiritual awakening, this conscious journey, a spiritual journey. That's what I'm saying with the spiritual career. And for some of you, you kind of have grown this way possibly. But when you guys are good, it brings back that old feeling, that no place like home feeling. It brings back that old feeling of back in the day when you guys first got together, when you guys were younger, when life was more simpler, more simple times, you know, when you guys are good, it feels that it kind of brings back up that feeling of being at home, feeling like home. And what's happening here, the issue that is being pulled between worlds is this new beginning that you're starting. So this, I feel, for my pile threes, I feel like the person you're inquiring about, for very many of you, is someone that you've known for a very, very, very long time, or you've been in a relationship for a very long time. Like I said, maybe you share a child with this person. Maybe this person is your actual parent. Maybe you just feel like they parent you, something like that. Maybe they feel like you parent them. But for sure, there was a journey of self-love here that happened. And I feel as though, I'm really strongly feeling as though this happened on your end for very many of my pile threes. And I feel as though they feel like you are kind of tearing away and going in a different direction, or maybe like you're leaving them behind because they aren't maybe evolving or progressing. Maybe they aren't coming out of their shell. Maybe they aren't reaching their own potential the way that you're trying to. And so for you, it's almost as though you're kind of tethered to this anchor, or you're kind of tethered to someone that isn't growing in the same way that you are, or they're not growing at the same pace, not at the same speed, or in the same direction. And so this causes a bit of an issue here, because it's like it's like you're feeling as though between worlds right here, you or they are feeling as though if this keeps going the way that it's going, we're going to be so distant. We're going to not know each other anymore, because you're changing at such a rapid rate, at such a rapid pace. You are really finding self-love. You are finding a spiritual connection between you and the universe. That's the new beginning that you're embarking on. For some of you, it's as simple as, I want to be a parent. I want to have kids, and you're not ready for this. I'm ready for this next chapter, and you aren't. I am mature enough to want this big of a responsibility, and you aren't just yet. Patience. Something is urging you here to have some patience with this person or with the situation. Creativity. Some of you as well starting your own business, or have started your own business. That's also the new beginning here. That could also as well be the parenting card here, because starting a business is literally like having a child. It really, really is. But this is something that you love to do. And this other person may be seeing it as like, this is a waste of time. Like, this is not going to go anywhere. It's kind of like there's an issue as well of them not being supportive enough. And they think the same old things are going to work. They think that maybe they can go out and buy you a gift, or give you money, or take you out to dinner, or something like that, and like everything's just going to go back to normal. But you're just like, no, like you need a little bit more from them. And like I said, they're at a different pace than you are. You need a bit more from them. First card that we have here is Underworld. Oop. Look at that. Reclaim. Something here is kind of urging you not really to walk away just yet. If you've been considering it, don't walk away just yet. Get a couple more. Underworld. You've really battled your own inner demons, pile 3. Very many of you guys have, and this person in your life is feeling like they're holding you back, possibly. The outlaw. You see that? The outlaw. They kind of feel like a nuisance maybe in your life, or they feel a little bit problematic. They feel like you're on to bigger and better things, and like they're just sitting back in your way. Final 2. Movement and speak truth. Pile 3. You're moving on to certain things. You're moving on to certain things. As well as, too, we could flip this and say that they're moving on to certain things because you are moving on to other things. So they're trying to also find their niche. They're trying to also find their way. And this has kind of forced them to move, to make a move. So we have reclaim, movement, speak truth, the outlaw, and underworld here. Underneath the deck, again, we have another card of creativity. So with this creativity card coming up twice in 2 different decks, what I'm getting here is do not focus on whatever is happening in this relationship right now. Don't focus on the arguments. Don't let it take you away from whatever it is that you are creating in your life right now. Very many of my pile threes, you are creating something. You're off to a new career. Maybe you're starting a spiritual career. You're off to some sort of new beginning. And so this person feels as though, well, I need to have something that I'm starting as well. I need to have something that I'm excited about. I can't be all about you. You're not all about me anymore. And this person is really, really worried about getting left behind by you. Really, really, really seriously worried about that. They're worried about not being good enough. Like I said, you guys' energy is intertwined, almost like DNA. And so what's happening here is because you have gone on this conscious journey, they're trying to go off on their own journey. But they're very confused. They're very confused about where to go, where to be, where to start, what to do. They're a little bit lost here. You made it look so easy. You made it look so easy, pile three. I'm just shuffling some tarot cards for you guys. You guys made it look so easy when it came to your own conscious spiritual journey, when it came to you starting this new beginning. And it's like, no, it's really not. It really wasn't that easy for me. King of Swords in reverse, first card to pop out. You're just like, no, this really was not that easy for me. Seven of Cups. See, this person feels like you have other options. This person feels like you are on to better options. You're on a better, greener grass. You're on to better things than them. They're really on a journey of self-love, you guys, with this self-love card here. Look at this. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like they don't have much to offer. They feel like they don't have much to offer because you're growing. You're growing so much mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And it makes them feel a little insecure. It makes them feel a bit insecure. I'm going to keep shuffling. I don't like when two cards come out at once. It makes them feel a bit insecure. And thing is that you may have to be patient with them right now to let them go through their own journey of self-love and finding themselves. But until then, it's going to be a bit rocky. It's going to feel like you guys are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's going to kind of feel like that. Exchanging gifts, you see this? So because you have gone on your own spiritual journey and you guys' energy it's so entangled, you guys are, you know what, let me not use that word. I feel like that word totally just got ruined. But you guys feel as though because you have moved on to your own kind of spiritual journey, this person feels, like I said, you guys are kind of tethered. Your energy is very involved with each other. So with you going on your own spiritual journey, they feel as well like they have to go on some sort of a journey. And those are kind of the gifts that you guys are exchanging. You guys are exchanging weaknesses and strengths. You guys are exchanging kind of feelings with each other. You guys are exchanging a lot more than just a relationship. You guys are exchanging energies, journeys, wisdom as well. It's way too many cards jumped out. So something here is urging you to be a little bit patient because this person will end up getting there too. Like I said, you guys' energy are so involved with each other. So we have the King of Swords in reverse and now the Queen of Swords upright. Anytime I see the Queen of Swords, I feel like I did something bad. Like I'm going to be reprimanded, like a parent reprimanding a child. Let's see some other cards, some other tarot cards. Look at this, what we have. Eight of Swords here. Oh, this just fell out. Okay, the Hanged Man. He had to be seen. He refused to stay in the deck. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Underneath the deck, we have Strength. So you guys see this? It's like you're in between. You're in between these feelings. You're in between these worlds because you are on your own journey of self-discovery. You know what this feels like? This feels like a very young relationship. It feels like a relationship that got started, not a young relationship, but it feels like you guys' relationship got started at a very young age before you had necessarily found yourself, right? And now that you are coming up to a place where you are discovering yourself, this person feels as though they need to jump the gun and discover themselves. But a part of you may feel almost trapped in this scenario because you're so ready to just break free and go off into this new beginning. You're kind of struggling between this feeling of like, do I just cut you loose so I can just go, or do I stay? Because of all the time that we've put in with each other, because of everything that we've gone through with each other, because I love you, because we're family, because we're lovers, because we're friends, because we're whatever. It's like you feel as though you have to choose between yourself and this other person. And so that may make you feel a bit trapped here with this Eight of Swords. That may make you feel a bit trapped because you can feel how much it is that they kind of need you a little bit. And so and with you finding your own self, with you finding your own power, you've reclaimed a lot of power. And with you having found that, you're not as lost as you once were. When you guys came together, it was at a time where both of you maybe felt a little bit lost. Both of you maybe felt like misfits. Both of you maybe felt as though this world had rejected them. Maybe you weren't like good enough, something like that. And it's like you ended up having this glow up. And they're still in this space where they're trying to find their own niche. They're trying to find their own way. They're trying to find something that makes them glow up. They're trying to find their own way of rising to their own occasion, rising to their own potential. And they really don't know how to do it. They're feeling trapped. And they don't know how to say it. So sometimes with this King of Swords in reverse, what this is telling me is that sometimes this person maybe not starts an argument, but it's not you, it's their insecurities that's getting to them. So they kind of feel as though they have to almost like they don't really know how to express themselves verbally. They don't know how to verbally speak the truth that's coming from their hearts, because they feel as though if they're vulnerable with you, that you're going to see them even more so. You're going to see even more of their insecurities. They're really, really worried about you seeing even more of their insecurities. They know deep down inside that you can sense their insecurities, and they're worried about validating them to you by them just coming out, speaking their own truth and saying, yeah, I do feel like this. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to leave me behind. Yeah, I don't feel good enough. They cannot bring themselves to say that. They can't. So there's like this weird elephant in the room that they're not addressing. And so sometimes they come off a little aggressive. Sometimes they come off a little short. Sometimes they come off a little distant, a little cold. With both the King and Queen of Swords right here, they can come off definitely a bit cold sometimes, but that's because they're really worried about you having all these other options. Now that you're moving on to these new beginnings, they're really worried about the fact that you're going to leave them behind. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have as much to offer you or give you anymore. We're not on even playing fields anymore. You've leveled up. What do I have to offer someone that's at a higher degree than me? That's how they're legit feeling. Queen of Swords. So sometimes they can be a little bit mouthy. They can be a little bit bitchy, or a little short, a little cold, a little distant. And you're just wondering, like, what the fuck is going on with them? And it makes you feel a little bit stuck between worlds, where you're like with this Eight of Swords right here, where you're just like, listen, you're not going to keep coming at me or disrespecting me or treating me like this. You know, when you also know deep down inside that this is their insecurities, but they cannot bring themselves to say it to you. So you're also struggling with the fact where it's like, I'm not going to keep fucking dealing with this. If you can't just tell me what it is that's bothering you, I'm going to walk the fuck away. You're going to lose me, because I'm not going to keep dealing with like getting beat up by you verbally, because you're worried about something that's never going to happen. You're creating issues where there are none, is how you're kind of seeing it too. Some of my pile threes. And with this Hangman in reverse, the Hangman is urging you. It's urging you to try to see things their way. Something here is saying you are the bigger person at this point in both of you guys' journey, and something is urging you to be that bigger person, to step into that role of being the bigger person. And I fucking get it. I hate being the bigger person. I hate it, especially when you know that you're dealing with somebody that isn't as mentally or emotionally mature as you. Oh my God, it's so annoying, because it's like, listen, you are just so not there yet that I'm not even gonna like waste my time with this. But something is imploring you and saying, you are much more past this. They are at a place in their journey that you were at a long time ago. And so to be a bit patient with them, because they don't mean what they're saying. They don't even know where they're at right now. They feel so lost and confused and stuck. Like I said, you guys' energies are very, very intertwined with each other. So whatever it is that you're feeling, they're feeling it, but to a different degree. So you feel trapped by them going back and forth between their insecurities and trying to keep up with you. And they feel trapped by the fact that it's like, I don't know where to move. I don't know how to go. I don't know how to reach you where you're at. I don't know how to get to you. I'm between worlds just like you are. I want to feel safe and secure. I don't want to walk away from my home and my comfort zone just like you do. I want to be happy just like you do. I want to speak my truth. Truth be told, speak truth just like you are. I don't know how to do it. That's the difference. You know kind of how to do these things. They don't yet. And so something here is really urging you to kind of be patient if you can. To be patient. Obviously, if they're disrespecting you and just really going out of their way to be verbally or emotionally abusive, you have to know how to handle them when it comes to that situation. No one should be doing that, period, point blank. I don't care how scared they are of the future. But you have to know how to handle that, because this is a general reading. This is going to be a bit different for all my pile threes. But yeah, for sure. This is a really sad situation because they are so scared. They are so scared and they don't know how to say that. They just want it to be like how it was back in the day, but things are changing and evolving, and that's okay. So maybe you kind of show them like, hey, it's okay to change and evolve. Maybe you kind of show them with this hangman here, come down to their level. Come down to their level and be like, you know what? I was here before and I was really scared, but you don't have to worry. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. But that is only in the case that you get yourself together and you stop projecting your insecurities onto me. If you keep doing that, then yes, you are going to push me away. Yes, I am going to go off on this new beginning without you because I don't deserve that. So just keep it real with them, speak your truth, and you may actually inspire them with this hangman and strength card right there to end up speaking their truth. And that's how you guys can really reclaim this relationship and start moving together. That's the outlaw. The outlaw is saying, come and sort of reel them back in. Reel them back in. Come down to their level, reel them back in. That's the way you guys can go off on this journey together. That's what I'm seeing here, pile 3. Wow, this was beautiful. It was a bit sad, but it's really actually beautiful. But this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 3s. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this reading. Normally I start off with your tarot cards first, but I'm going to actually be starting off with your oracle cards first before getting to your tarot cards to see what it is that you need to know about a particular person or relationship in your life. What it is that they haven't told you or would like to tell you or need to tell you. So we're going to be looking into that. Obviously, I have not shuffled any of the cards on camera, so let's just go on ahead and get started with your oracle cards, pile 4. So we have regeneration, imagine, between worlds. Then we have the fates and not for you. Underneath, TikTok. Okay. So with this person here, we have regeneration, not for you, imagine, between worlds, the fates, and TikTok underneath the deck. So what I'm picking up right here that you need to know about this person or what's going on with them that maybe they haven't expressed or told you is they seem to be in a state of trying to get over something or someone. Maybe they just went through like a breakup, lost their job, lost their place. Maybe they just found out some sort of news. But either which way, I see them trying to rebuild themselves, but it's really, really difficult for them. I honestly kind of feel as though this person could possibly, maybe this is just for a few of my pile 4s, but this person could possibly be dealing with some sort of a depression here. Now, with the regeneration card, they're trying their damnness to come back from something, that was particularly difficult for them. As you can see, this tree is trying to grow on top of lava. Its roots seem to be sourcing everything that they need from lava, from fire, from pain, from something that really changed them. And so they're almost starting over, but it's in a different sense. It's in a sense where they're trying to rebuild. And not for you is saying that they really did not expect to look around and see their life like what it is today. They were expecting to be somewhere. This person, whoever this is, was expecting to be somewhere by this point in time of their lives, and they're not there. And so they're dealing with this issue here of feeling as though they're existing in two different places at once, feeling as though they're living two different lives at once, feeling as though they're existing between their imagination, where they perceive themselves to be by this point in time, and reality. So there's a bit of like cognitive dissonance that they're kind of experiencing, and it may be causing a bit of depression for them with this regeneration card here. I'm just saying, like, they're trying so hard to go towards the light, but what their roots are embroiled in is fire, pain, lava, something very hot, something that has really struck them. And so they're kind of in this weird in-between place. And then the fates here are saying that they are really trying to connect the dots between both of these worlds. They're really trying to understand why their life is at the place that it's at. They're really trying to understand this unfolding of events that have happened to them. And the thing is that they feel as though they are working against time, or time is working against them. They're really, really worried about if they're going to be able to pull something off in time. Maybe this is them worried about getting married, starting a family. Maybe this is them being worried about their career, where they're going to live. They're just like, wow, I'm 35 years old and I'm at this place. Like, I should be much further along, just an example. But they really do feel as though time is working against them. They feel as though time is like an enemy. And this person is really, 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 really anxious about the future. They're really anxious about the future. They do not feel as though their life is going in the direction that they want it to go in. One thing that I would say, without even seeing the rest of the cards, without even pulling any more cards, is that this person could definitely, for some of my pile fours, your person could definitely be experiencing some sort of a depression right now, because they are just they're not feeling like themselves. This is not what they expected. And in reality, what they're probably going through is some sort of a spiritual awakening, or like an ego death. But the way that they're perceiving it is as though it's like life is happening to them or against them, as though they're completely out of control of their lives. Love partnership. So for some of you guys, your person is going through a really bad either breakup, or they're just going through a really bad time with their love life, or they're really anxious about their love life. They're just like wondering, where is this person at? Maybe they keep going through like these failed relationships with this not for you card right here. They're imagining something different. They had imagined like, I'd be married or have a family at this point, or I'd at least be with someone by this point, and I'm not. I'm starting all over again. I'm single all over again, something like that. Communication is the next card that came out. This isn't something that they're really communicating, because it's almost scary for them to verbally admit it. This is causing them so much anxiety, they don't even want to talk about it, is what this seems like. So for some people, the person that you're inquiring about, they're in a relationship that's maybe a little bit rocky right now, or they're wondering where this person is. They feel really alone. Next card that we have here is music. So some people, some of my pile fours, your person is actually going through a change of, not a change, but they're actually going through, they're coming to a place where they want something different for their lives. For some of you guys, the person that you're inquiring about, they're worried about their career, or they want to change it, or they're worried about why something hasn't taken off yet. They're really, really anxious and worried about something. So if this person is really into music, if they have a music career, if they're trying to get their music off the ground, then this is what it is that they're worried about. And they're really thinking like, if I don't make this happen, if I don't make this pop by so-and-so, I'm going to have to go back into the work field, the work industry. If I don't make this music work, if I don't make this relationship work, I'm going to have to go out here and figure it out on my own. And I'm going to have to do something that I don't want to do. Maybe I'm going to have to go back to getting like working 9-to-5 jobs. Maybe I'm going to have to go back to like struggling or something like that. I'm not sure. But for some of you guys, this person's worried about their career, their music. or they're worried about a relationship, and they really cannot say it right now. They're so anxious that they really can't say it. Then we have here the card spirituality. Like I said, for some of you guys, your person that you're inquiring about, they're going through some sort of a spiritual awakening or an ego death. I mentioned that earlier. And then we have here manifestation. This person is anxious as hell. They are so worried. They're so worried something is not going to work for them. Change. They're really, really worried. They want things to change, but they're really worried that things are not going to change. And they're trying so hard to kind of keep this brave face. Like, yeah, you know, everything's going great, but they are shaking. They're shaking. They're really scared. And they haven't really told people about this. Maybe they haven't told you how bad this actually is. Maybe they haven't told you that something they were planning on working out didn't end up working. It didn't end up being as promising as it was going to be. And so they're really worried about the fact that they're like, I'm going to have to go back into working these kind of jobs to make ends meet. I'm going to have to go back to this lifestyle. I don't want to. This person really wants to stay chasing their dreams, going after their goals, but they're really scared of them. They're really scared that things are not going to work out. Spirituality, this is a spiritual journey for them, and they don't necessarily understand it. They don't necessarily know that this is a spiritual journey. The fates, we have the card, the fates here. This is something that is a part of their plan. It's a part of their journey to go through this point in this moment of questioning, is this going to happen for me? Is this going to work for me? This is something that they have to go through. And so, but the thing is that it's really uncomfortable for them because they don't even understand what's happening. Power, we have the card power just came out. They really don't understand what's happening. They're going through a lot of spiritual change as well. They're feeling like a different person. They're going through a lot of changes and they're just really scared. That's 3 cards that came out. I don't like that when that happens. This person is really scared to even just talk about it. You know how sometimes it's like, when we don't talk about things, it's like the issue kind of compounds. It just gets worse and worse. It just gets heavier and heavier. That's kind of what's happening here. It's like this person's fears are really overwhelming them because they just can't bring themselves to talk about it, to communicate, to reach out and say, like, I need help. They're really worried that this dream of theirs isn't for them, not for you. Another card fell out. They're really, look at that. We got the manifest card again and the void. They're worried about this not working. They're worried about not having anything to offer the world. They're worried about the fact that if this doesn't work out, I'm not going to have anything to do. If this doesn't work out, I'm going to have to go back to these dead-end 9-to-5 jobs that don't promise anything. They're literally empty. They're empty. They're so worried about, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to feel so useless and empty. I'm not going to have anything to do. I won't have anything to do with my life. They don't want to seem like that, especially if this is like a friend or something or a family member and they're looking at the rest of you guys that kind of already have your lives figured out. If they're kind of feeling like that, then for sure they're going to feel, they may feel a little bit insecure, or they may feel a little bit worried about like everyone else has figured it out and not me. Connect to heart. See, that's what they've done though. They've connected to their heart space and they know that they really want this other thing to happen for them. But they're really worried about the fact that it's not going to happen. They are really convinced that this is not going to happen for them. They feel that way. They truly do. Get curious underneath the deck. This person may have seen you manifest some things out of nothing. They may, or they just may have simply seen you create something out of nothing. Maybe they saw you start a business or a different career path, or something new in your life, and you started it out of nothing with like no money, no help. You did it all on your own, but you made something out of it, right? And this person really wants the same for them. In their heart, they truly want the same thing for them, but they doubt their own abilities. They really doubt if they are as powerful as a manifestor or as powerful as a creator as you are. They really doubt their own abilities because they're looking at everyone else and they're just like, it hasn't happened for me yet. Where is my shine at? Where is my opportunities at? Where is my results at? Where are these things at? Look at that, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like I was just talking about, they're wondering where their shot is at, where their chance is at. Wheel of Fortune in reverse talks about like opportunities kind of being halted, not really getting off the ground. Then we have here King of Wands. King of Wands upright. Eight of Cups in reverse. This person does not want to walk away from this dream, from this plan, this goal, whatever this is. They have a vision. King of Wands is a visionary. They have a vision that they feel like isn't moving. It's not working yet. And Eight of Cups in reverse, they're like, I can't walk away from this. This is all I had. They may have put a lot of their eggs in one basket. King of Swords came out next. They may have put a lot of their eggs in one basket, like really thinking like, no, this is it. This is what I'm meant to do. And because they're not seeing these results, they are shaking right now. That's when really strong message is coming through. Look at that. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Why is this moving so slow? Why isn't this happening for me? King of Swords, very critical. King of Swords right here, very, very critical character saying, I must have done something wrong. I must have done something wrong. It's not Hangman. This is interesting. The Hangman's come out for maybe like a couple other piles today. Very interesting. Let's see. Underneath we have the Empress. They know they're able to manifest. We have two cards talking about manifestation, and we have the Empress right here. They know that they're able to manifest, but they also feel like they have a lot on their plate too. They also feel like they have a lot more to lose than everyone else. They also feel like my place is depending on this, my bills is depending on this, my livelihood is depending on this, my money is depending on this, my sanity is depending on this. They feel like they have so much riding on this one opportunity or on this one goal or vision or dream, and they are really doubting their abilities. So if there's one thing that you need to know about your person right now, is they are scared. They're really, really scared because they see things happening, so many things happening for other people, and they're really scared that whatever it is that they're giving their all to right now isn't for them, that it's not going to work out. Music could also be, if it's not in the literal sense, it could be more figurative, where they feel out of rhythm with their own life, and they are really wanting to get back on track without starting over. They do not want to start over. They don't want to start over. They do not want to take the risk of starting over, having to find a new job, having to like get all these things in order. They don't want to do that. They don't want to regress. They're really trying to hold off this Hangman situation right here, where they have to be very uncomfortable and take the time for things to get off the ground. This may be like the first kind of thing that this person's trying to start or get off the ground. Like this may be the first time, the first dream that they're going after, their first passion, their first project. This kind of feels like the first time, and this person was really just expecting things to just blow up all of a sudden. And one reason why they might not want to talk to you is because they know, with both of these kings right here, they know you're going to keep it real and be like, listen, sis, it's been like 3 weeks, you know, or maybe it has been a while. Maybe it's been like 3 years, but they know that you're going to keep it real with them and be like, if you really seriously want this, you're going to have to be uncomfortable. You know, especially if you are somebody that has made it to a certain point in life and they're looking at that and they're thinking to themselves like, damn, I wish I had that companion. Damn, I wish I had your relationship. I wish I had your life. I wish I had your job, your career, your money, your whatever, your body, your charisma, your charm. You know, there's something about you that they kind of wish that they had, and they're trying to make it happen for themselves. And so this is kind of why they're really going after something, is to kind of feel a little bit better about themselves. That's one thing that they're more than likely not going to tell you, is that this is something that is their identity almost is riding on this. Their confidence, their esteem is also riding on this. And they do not want to look around and have to admit to themselves and to other people that, hey, I failed. This wasn't for me. That is their worst fucking fear. That's their worst fear, pile 4. And the fact that they know that you're going to keep it real and be like, listen, I had to start over. I had to be very uncomfortable. I had to take a hit to my finances. I had to take a hit to certain things. I had to, instead of going out and hanging out with friends and doing all this fun shit, I had to stay back. I had to stay my ass at home and work sometimes, or I had to stay my ass at home and save money. There's a lot of sacrifices that I had to make. And this person might not want to hear about the sacrifices that they have to make, because they may have been under the guise or the notion that they can make a certain something happen without sacrificing too much, without doing too much, because of what it is that they may have seen you do. Like, let's just say, for instance, they're really looking for a companion in their life, and they look at your relationship and they're like, damn, you guys have been together for like 8-9 years. You guys make it seem so easy. You guys make it seem like you're so in love all the time. And so they're looking for that themselves. But you know that saying, like, keeping up with the Joneses, is that the saying? You know, you got to be really careful with that. This is why, me personally, I'm so glad that my mom raised me to be like this. She used to tell me all the time as a child, don't ever be jealous of anyone, because you don't know the hell that they had to go through to get what they have. And so growing up, I thank God I've never been a jealous person, but I think that was always why too, was because of that lesson where it's like, yeah, that person might be in a great relationship, but they may have had to have suffered through 5 failed relationships before they got to that. They may have had to suffer through betrayal after betrayal before that. They may have had to suffer a lot of broken hearts before that. Yeah, they have that beautiful big house, but who knows how many hours they had to put in to work to get that house? Who knows how many hours they're still putting in to keep that house? Who knows what they had to give up? Who knows how many years they had to go without going out to eat, hanging out with their friends, taking a vacation, just so they could live in that house? There's certain sacrifices that people have to make. And so that's one thing that I'm really, really glad that my mom always taught me, was like, listen, those sacrifices that person was called to make, you might not be able to handle those sacrifices. So don't ever be jealous. And so that might be a little bit of what's happening here, is a little bit of jealousy, but not in like a scary, bad, negative way. It's like they wish so bad that they had something it is that you have. And because you make it look so simple, like it was just so easy to have it, to make it happen, it kind of looks as though you manifested it. We have 2 different cards from 2 different decks here saying manifestation. So it looks like you just kind of manifested it out of nothing with this void card here. And to them, they're just looking at it as like, damn, you're powerful. Damn, you're really in tune with yourself with this nature card right here. And connect to heart. So it's just like, damn, like you're a really, really powerful person. And they are, underneath the deck we have right here, get curious. They're really curious as to how you pulled certain things off. And they're trying to do it themselves because they think that it's really, really easy to do. They think that it's really easy to change their lives like this. But what they don't understand, what they may not have seen, is the sacrifice. But that's one thing that I would say for my pile 4s that this person hasn't told you, is that they're trying to almost keep up with you. And they're worried that they've made a mistake trying to keep up with you, because they're realizing now, like, this is going to be very uncomfortable, me going after these dreams, me putting myself out there to date, me putting myself out there for opportunities, putting my dreams out there, my passions out there, being me, sitting in my own power and individuality is very, very extremely uncomfortable for them. With this Hangman right here, the Hangman is a card of discomfort. This is that change that we can feel that's starting to come to us, and it's like, oh shit, I don't know if I want to go through this. And then boom, right after the Hangman, we have the card of death, which is the card of change, a change that you cannot avoid, a change that is difficult, it's painful, it's uncomfortable. So the Hangman is all about that discomfort, where we can feel that change brewing and coming. It's like it's looming. We can just sense it coming. So this person they've gotten to the discomfort part of their manifestation, and now they're ready to check out, because they're like, this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. And the Empress manifestation and manifest right here is saying that they for sure can make this happen. They can for sure pull this off, but they're so caught up in the discomfort of all of this. They're so caught up in the anxiety of it. Is this going to work out? Is it not going to work out? Am I going to have to start over? Why aren't things moving? Why am I not seeing fast results? What's happening here? This could very simply be something as far as like losing weight. Maybe you lost like 20 pounds last summer or something, and they find themselves in the same diet and they're not seeing any damn results. And they're just like, what the hell is going on with me? And so it has them thinking that they're doing something wrong. But at the end of the day, too, this is all about kind of like their self-esteem, their ego. And they're really worried that if this doesn't work for them, that if it's not for them, It's going to really hurt their we also have the Fates card here. They're really worried about the fact that if this isn't for them, it's going to be a huge hit to their self-esteem, because it's just like, damn, I'm not worthy of what it is that you have. That's how they're kind of seeing it. And they're definitely not going to say this to you, pile 4. Not that I'm picking up. It's not in their nature to say this to you. It's not. That feels very foreign to them, to get that vulnerable. But yeah, this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 4s. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 5, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your oracle cards first before getting to your tarot cards. I'm switching things up this reading. Normally I would start off with your tarot cards first, but we're going to be working in reverse. So I have not shuffled any of the cards yet. Obviously, I'm going to be doing that on camera. So let's go ahead and get started to see what it is that this person that you have in mind, what it is that they need to say to you or tell you, what it is that you need to know about them or this relationship. So let's see what we have going on here. So as I'm shuffling, just try to keep this person in mind. The very first one that came out. All that glitters. Then we have come to the edge. TikTok. Happy and not for you. Those are the final 2 that came out. Okay. And then underneath the deck we have Treasure Island. Okay. So the person that you were inquiring about, pile 5, has some sort of conflicted feelings about you. For some of you, depending upon who you asked about, obviously. For some of you, this person feels a bit friend-zoned with this come to the edge card right here, and not for you. And with Treasure Island and all that glitters, they really see you as something that they want. You know, you're kind of like a desire for them. With this happy card, they feel like you make them happy. For some of you, this is a person that feels definitely friend-zoned by you. They want you to see them in a different light. They want you to see them romantically with this come to the edge card right here as well. TikTok, they're looking at it as though this person may feel as though they have to tell you something sometime soon before kind of losing you or losing their chance, losing their shot. But for very many of you, this kind of feels like someone that has been friend zoned and they don't like it, or they've been put in a certain zone in your life and they don't like it. They're trying to kind of get in a different aspect of your life. Maybe they want to know more about your personal life. Maybe they want to know more about your romantic or dating life. Maybe they want to know more about some sort of part of your life that they don't really feel welcome in. And like I said, for many of you guys, what I'm picking up here is like somebody's been friend zoned. They also really want you, like I said, to see them a certain way, to see them the way that they see you. For some of you guys, this is like a romance thing. This person wants you to see them like romantically. Let me shuffle some more cards to see what else it is we're getting. See a little bit more details than what I'm saying now, because I can't get away from like this person feeling that they're in the friend zone. Somebody also feels like you're lonely. I just picked that up. Environment, we have the environment card. We have the card of self-love here. This person also feels like you may be lonely for some reason. I just heard that as I was shuffling. They feel like you're lonely. Communication. Moderation, forgiveness. Personal growth. And have one more card jump out. And it is the card relationship change. Like I said, friend zone. Someone's feeling like they're in the friend zone with you and they don't like it. They would definitely like to be seen in a different light by you. It kind of bothers them that you don't see them that way. For some of you, it's definitely this person being in the friend zone with you and they can't stand it. Relationship change card is right here. Let me put that. And then underneath the deck we have physical activity. Okay. For some of you, they'd like to be more physical. They'd like to be more romantic. They'd like to take things to the next level with you guys, like I was saying. This person may even be a little bit upset with you for not realizing or noticing their advancements, for not noticing the little things that they say, the little hints that they give you. This person kind of expects you to read between the lines. This person almost expects you to be like, not a mind reader, but they expect you to pick up on these little hints and things that they throw out there at you. And it's just like, you're the type of person where it's like, if you don't like straight up tell me, I'm not just going to make assumptions with this come to the edge card right here. They really do see you as a treasure though, with all that glitters right here. But for sure, they're going to have to talk, communication. I think they're realizing that if you're dealing with something like this, where it's a friend that you've asked about, if you've asked about family or something like that, I do apologize because I'm trying to see something else here. I still have a couple more decks to shuffle from, so we'll see if I pick up any other messages. But what I'm picking up so strongly with this pile is like a friend zone. Somebody being considered a friend when they'd want to be considered more, or they see you as more. They're attracted to you in some way. There's some sort of physical attraction here, but as well as this person is also on a journey of personal growth, learning how to love themselves, learning how to maybe even forgive themselves. They're kind of really learning how to communicate as well, how to read the environment, how to understand that rejection isn't necessarily a bad thing, but this person may be very, 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 very afraid of rejection, which I mean is pretty common. Most people are definitely afraid of rejection, so I don't blame them for that. But the thing is here is that if they don't communicate it to you, they're never going to know. They're never going to know how you truly feel. They're never going to know if this could be anything. I think as well as they feel that you might have an idea that they are feeling some sort of romantic attraction to you, I think they may think that you can kind of tell or pick it up and you're just ignoring it. You just choose to keep ignoring it. And if it's not some sort of physical romantic attraction, then there's something else here where it's like they keep throwing out hints to you and you're just not picking it up. Or maybe you are picking it up, but you are refusing to communicate it. You are refusing to actually verbally address it. And so they're kind of looking at this as like, they don't want to be the ones to bring this up, whatever this is. If this is not a romantic attraction, something like that, and this is something else, they don't want to be the first ones to bring it up, whatever this is. And there's a lot of maturation that's happening with them because they can't look at life through that type of lens where it's just like, I'll throw out these little hints and hope that people get it, because it's really working against them in a way. It's working against them. It's probably even too affecting the way that they feel or see themselves with the self-love card right here. It's probably affecting the way that they see themselves. We have the observer. So they watch a lot. They watch, they throw out little hints, and they don't say anything. This person, they may be an Aries. Don't know why I just picked that up. They may be an Aries, a Libra, a Pisces. Shadow. You see that? This person's kind of dealing with their own shadow here. They're a little bit... It's not that they're like unstable right now, but they do have some sort of kind of issues that's coming up to the surface, and it's all from their shadows. I don't like it when more than two cards fall out. But yeah, for sure, soul work. You guys see that? They're doing some sort of work, personal growth, soul work on their shadow, on themselves, and that might be how they discovered that they have these other feelings. That might be how they discovered that they have something going on that they haven't necessarily told you. They're just kind of hoping that you pick it up. They're just kind of hoping that you pick up what they're setting down. But that may be why they're coming around to accepting the fact that, okay, I do feel this way, is because they're doing so much personal growth and soul work on their own and on their own shadow reclaim. this person's trying to reclaim some sort of control over their lives as well, that they may feel a little bit out of sorts with in a particular area of their life. But this person, what is it that they want you to pick up? Okay, we got a few here. So we have ancestors that came out, versatility, the explorer. This person is exploring the roots of their issues, the roots of their problems. They have been lately with the explorer and the ancestors card here. You see how underneath her feet there's like a tree that she's connected to. This person's trying to really connect back to their to understanding why they have certain feelings, why they have certain fears, why they have certain issues. They're really looking into that right now. But this is something that they kind of need a little bit. And then we have sacred sexuality under here. So yeah, there may be even a few confusing feelings. Oh. Okay. This person may be a little bit confused about their sexuality, you guys. And they may be really exploring that right now. This person may be a bit, especially if you're straight and they have these sexual feelings for you, physical activity, because I definitely saw physical activity as like they're physically drawn to you or attracted to you. And this person might not understand that as well. They're a little confused about their own feelings. This person may be coming around to realizing that maybe they're bisexual or gay, or maybe they're coming around to something. This is them realizing that they have feelings for you is more than just them becoming aware that they have feelings for you. There's something else attached to that. I don't know what that is, being that this is a general reading, but there's something else attached to the fact that they are attracted to you. Page of Wands, yeah, information. They're gaining a lot of information about their own energy, about their own sexual energy, about their own passions, desires, the things that they want. This is a suit of wands. So they're really starting to understand and starting to accept a lot more. Hey, this is something that I want. This is something that I'm into. Knight of Swords in reverse. They might be trying to really reject it right now. They might not be trying to admit this. They don't really necessarily want to admit it. Then we have here Two of Pentacles. It's funny how kind of like the same cards are coming out in different sequences, but Two of Pentacles, they're definitely trying to juggle something. Eight of Swords here in reverse. This person is ready to explode. They're ready to not explode in a bad way, but they're ready for the truth to come out. They're ready to tell the truth. They're ready to communicate that, hey, this is how I'm feeling. For some of you, this may also be a person that you have not spoken to in a while. This may be a person that you had a falling out with, that you broke up with, that you stopped talking to. And this person wants to come back. They want forgiveness. Queen of Swords. They want to communicate. They want forgiveness. But they're also trying too not to lay too much on you with this moderation card right here. They're really trying not to lay too much on you. This person hasn't been, if this is a person that has been out of your life for some time, maybe you guys are just kind of coming back around to speaking again. Five of Pentacles. This person really went through a lot without having you in their life like that anymore. They went through a lot of hardships, or they've gone through a lot of hardships, or they currently are going through some hardships, trying to figure out what they want, who they are. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That's where that self-love card is coming from. Underneath the deck here, we have the Hermit in reverse. This person is, as well as two, this person may have just gotten out of a relationship. This could also be what's happening. They just got out of a relationship and now they're kind of just looking for comfort. They're looking for something that's going to kind of help them through this. But they may, for those of you that are asking about a person that you are not related to, this person, don't be shocked if they kiss you out of nowhere, if they kind of like make a romantic gesture or a sexual gesture towards you. Don't be shocked if that happens, especially if they've had a few drinks in them. Especially if they're a little tipsy, yeah. Don't be shocked if they make a pass at you. because they're kind of going through some very conflicting, confusing feelings and emotions right now. They're kind of all over the place. And they're really trying to decide what it is that they want, what it is that they need. But they feel overwhelmed. They feel very overwhelmed by their own feelings. They're trying to moderate their own feelings. They're feeling very, very overwhelmed by it. And environment here is also telling me they're trying to escape something, but they can't escape it because it's them. You can't escape yourself. Oh yeah, we also have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. That's where that message came from then. We also have the Hermit in reverse. They're trying to escape themselves and they can't. And with the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles right here, they are... So the Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles feels like if this person has been out of your life for some time, they had a very difficult time without you. They were not able to feel stable and secure and good on their own without you in their life. And if they've just come back into your life, this is more than likely something that they will tell you, but down the road, down the line, they'll tell you that. Right now, they're really just trying to fill you out, see how you feel, see how much they can share with you. Because this person they're almost like plotting, and not like in a bad, scary way, but they're almost like plotting. How do I tell you this? How do I tell you that? Because I am feeling this, this, and this. How do I tell these things to you? They're feeling very trapped by the fact that they do have to communicate with you what it is that they're feeling, but they feel very worried about communicating with you. But at the same time, they're about ready to pop. It's like a volcanic eruption. Like the truth is just about to come out. And like, that's what I'm saying. Especially if they've had some drinks, you guys, do not be shocked if they make a pass at you. With this Eight of Swords in reverse is saying all day, it's just all gonna flow out. It's just all gonna come out. In this random time, this random moment, it's just all going to come out. Especially if they've been drinking or if they're going through something stressful in their life, they're going to get to the point where they drop that kind of poised persona with you and boom, it just all comes out. I feel this way. I'm in love with you. I'm gay. I'm this. I realized I'm this. I realized I'm that. Whatever the case, it's going to be something that kind of comes out, and it may... They're thinking that it's going to overwhelm you. That's why they don't want to tell you, because they're thinking that it's going to overwhelm you. They're thinking that you're going to maybe reject them. They're thinking that maybe you're not going to accept them, that maybe you're going to see them differently. They don't want you to see them differently. But the reality of it is if they're hiding something, if with the shadow card right here and the soul work observer card, they're really watching and waiting to kind of fill out and see, is this okay for me to say that? But the thing here is like, this is a part of their shadow. They've been hiding a part of themselves from you. They may have been hiding a part of themselves from themselves for a long time too. And they're coming with this personal growth. They're coming to accept it. They're coming to terms with it, to peace with it. So if this is something that you don't know about them, they also have to be okay with the fact that you might need a little bit of time to process, because maybe you're not expecting it or whatever the case. But for some of my pile fives, this person is feeling like you already know because they've dropped so many hints and they expect you to just kind of follow this little breadcrumb trail. So for some of you guys, it's like this person may be going through something with their sexuality, with their how it is that they identify as well. Even it could as well be them feeling like they're in the friend zone with you and wanting to be more than that, or it could be something else going on with their lives. But like I said, whatever it is, they've left little trails for you. They've left these little breadcrumb trails, and they are hoping that you pick it up because that's why they don't want to communicate about it. This is just a really uncomfortable thing for them. It's very, very uncomfortable for them. But they're getting ready to just kind of explode and kind of just drop this truth bomb on you and be like, this is what's been going on. This is how I've been feeling. This is why I've been acting like this. And so it's going to probably hit you pretty hard, pretty fast. But this is something that they've been sitting with for a while. And so just try, as a friend or a family member, whoever it is that you are to this person, try to remember that, like, as much as this is that where you're feeling like, oh my God, I have a lot to process, realize as well that this is a lot for them too. Okay, try not to forget that. Yeah, so this is what I would say for my pile fives that this person is struggling with telling you the most, is that this is like a very, very deeply embedded sort of almost like secret But it's not that they were trying to lie to you. It's not that they were trying to keep something from you. They just really didn't know how you were going to receive it, because maybe at some point in time before, people took this in a certain way. If they did express themselves to someone, someone may have rejected them. Someone may have laughed at them. Someone may have reacted very negatively, and it could have easily scarred them away from wanting to really tell you. They're really scared that this truth they could lose you. And they don't want that. They don't want to lose you, because you really do help them love themselves. You really do help them feel good about themselves. And this is in part as well why they feel so comfortable around you, because they've dropped all these little clues and things around you, and you still haven't run off. So they feel very comfortable with you, but it just hasn't all come out in full detail just yet, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. In my opinion, it's going to happen pretty quickly out of nowhere, but it's going to be a lot that they kind of drop on you, because they already know what this is with the Hermit in reverse and the Observer here. They already know what this is. They just have a very difficult time admitting it outside of themselves. And as well as too, this is kind of like this person's kind of living like a double life in a sense, because they don't want you to find out about this. But this is something where they really want to tell you. They really want to deepen that part of you guys' connection and relationship and tell you the truth, because of the shadow and the soul work and the personal growth card right here. Sacred sexuality, the Observer, moderation, come to the edge. You guys, for sure all day, that relationship change, for sure all day. The Explorer, all day, okay? This is a person feeling like there's another side to me you don't know about, and I'm trying to invite you into that other side to get to know that other side of them. But they are still struggling to get comfortable with that side of themselves as well, and to kind of integrate it into who it is that they identify as, who it is that they claim to be. So they're finding a way to wear this on their surface as well. So just try to be patient with them, okay? Try to be patient. Try to be as understanding as possible, as much as you can. But of course, take your time as well, because like I said, this almost feels like this person is living a double life in a sense. And yeah, it's going to all come out. It's definitely going to all come out. And when it does, just try your best to be there for them and to be there for yourself, and take whatever time you need, because this is a lot to juggle. Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles right here. They're kind of juggling like a double life. Yeah, this is going to be a bit to process, but you guys can definitely get through it, because there's a very strong energy here. You guys have very strong soul ties to each other. So I do believe that you guys can get through it. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing for my pile fives. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, and strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys.